Okay, well, we're going to test this out and see what's happening. I don't know that I'm actually, I think that we're actually streaming, which is terrific. Let's see what happens. Um, I'm trying to click go live, but it's not really letting me do that instead of A-list entrepreneurs. But I think that we're live on YouTube, which is great. So that part worked. It's been a really long time since I've streamed this way. So you have to just give me a second. Yeah. Because, well, yes. Okay, I think we're all connected. I think that we're good. And so I'm going to click go live and let's just hope that it works. So if you guys are watching me from A-List Entrepreneurs, welcome to Vlogmas. If you're watching me on YouTube, welcome to YouTube. I don't know. I'm trying to do it all in one place, but yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so here we are. If you're here, let me know that you're here. I think that maybe more people will kind of see me inside of A-List Entrepreneurs because I don't know. I don't even know if I'm on YouTube right now, but here we are. We're talking about, it's December 1st. First of all, can we acknowledge, oh my gosh, it is December 1st. We are at the end of 2018, and I know a lot of people had goals for the year. I hope that you certainly hit them. If you didn't, then guess what? We are, hey Renee, oh look, it's working. I'm trying to vlog in like so many different places and I don't actually know if it's working. So thank you for talking to me because I'm like, is this working? I'm not sure. So thank you. But Renee's here. So awesome. We're talking about impact and income today. I'm going to wait. No one knew. It was like a big series. No one knew what time I was going live today. I didn't even know what time I was going live today. So yeah, so that's why. Hey, Carla. Happy Friday. Happy Vlogmas. December 1st. We have a lot to talk about. Like I have so much to say. Not tonight. I'm not going to keep you guys forever. But I have so much to say in this month of December because I feel like I haven't really been live streaming or done any videos. Hey, Indira. I haven't done any videos for a long time. I literally today dusted off. When I say dusted, I mean, and like dusted off my softbox light kit so that I can start filming videos for Vlogmas. I've made excuse after excuse for why I'm not actually filming. And it's because the camera that I typically film with is broken. And really that's just an excuse because I have 3 other cameras that are perfectly fine for me to film with. But it's just my favorite one, which is the Canon 70D, if anybody is asking. The Canon 70D is my favorite one to film with. So anyway, I need to ship that off to get to Canon or whatever, and then I need to figure out if I'm going to buy a new camera or just film with the ones that I have, which are really perfectly fine. But the point is that I've dusted off my light kit because Vlogmas is now in full effect. So here we are, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys today because we're talking about the relationship between impact and income. And why this is something that I think I'm really passionate about is because I came from a school of thought, I would say, or I don't even want to say upbringing because it really didn't happen, I think, until I was like out of college. And I worked, hey Chanel, and I worked in nonprofit and I worked in ministry and in that sphere of whatever, typically being poor is a virtue. Like if you work in a nonprofit organization or if you come from a ministry background, like being poor is a virtue. Like it's like cool to not have money and to talk about how you don't have money. And I was always so uncomfortable with that conversation because I felt like it didn't make sense. Like, especially when you see kind of what's happening in the world, like it does not make sense for you to feel like it's a virtue. Hey, Shonda. So anyway, so yesterday I posted, I actually don't even remember what I posted about, but I posted about, I can actually tell you right now, I posted about the relationship between impact and income because I think a lot of people separate the two. Like people think, oh, well, you can make a very large impact, but that means that you're working for a ministry, you're working for a nonprofit, and you're not making any money. Or conversely, if you are making a large income, then maybe you're working for corporate America or something and you can't have impact because you're just pretty much selfish. And, you know, and I just don't think that the two should ever be separated, especially in this day and age when you have social media where your impact really is large. Now, having said that, from the space of working in ministry or working, you know, in nonprofit and people thinking that it's a virtue to be poor. When I started my YouTube channel, and a lot of you guys already know this story, right? Isn't it though, Chanel? so I started my YouTube channel, and really when I first started the channel, I mean, it was a place for me to really express myself and to be creative. But in being creative, I think I found a passion. I found a passion for helping people just by being myself. I found a passion for just presence, and a passion for, honestly, like social media and internet stuff, right? And I'm not ashamed to say, like, I love social media. I love the internet. And it's always weird to me when people are like, I'm going to go on a Facebook fast and I'm going to delete my Facebook page. And I'm like, for what? Like, is Facebook really, first of all, is Facebook really that much of your life that you can't just like not be on it? And second of all, it's not that serious. But anyway, I digress. The point is that when I started, I'm sorry, my camera's blurry. When I started my YouTube channel, it wasn't really, I wasn't out to like have this big, business or whatever. It really just was just very fun. Oh, that's right, Indira, my friend Indira's coming. We're gonna go to lunch on Sunday. Yippee! No problem. I'm glad that you're watching and listening. Thank you. So, don't you wish that like you could talk back like how Zoom is, and I could just like unmute people and then they talk back to me? That's really what I'm wanting. Oh, somebody's calling us. Let me answer it. You guys know this is what I do. Hi, I'm actually live streaming right now. Bye. So, where was I? Oh, yes, when I started my YouTube channel. And in doing that, my channel grew, and it got to the point where things were imbalanced. Like, the impact that I was having was large. I was, my channel had won awards. I had tens of thousands of subscribers and, over 1 million YouTube views. And so the impact was large, but there was no income that was matching that. And it really was out of alignment for me. I think it was the first time that I kind of came face to face with the fact that for me is incongruent. I think that when you are creating massive impact, the law of compensation says, and I'm very much a huge person of like law and principle. If you know me, if you've been in any of my courses, if you've done any mindset work with me, law and principle is how I operate my life. It's how I operate my business. And when you put law and principle together, the law of compensation says that when you're making an impact, there should be a monetary return for that. So all that to say, you should be focusing on the impact, not on the income, because the income will naturally show up when you're focusing on the impact. How long did what take? How long did what take, Chanel? So let me pop over to YouTube because I have no idea. Oh, there's Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Thanks for joining. So I'm live streaming in 2 places right now, maybe even 3. I could very well be on Periscope, but I don't have the app on my phone anymore, so I have no idea. So if you're watching me on Periscope, hi. If you're on YouTube, then I see you. If you're on Facebook, then I see you. Most of the time I'm looking at the chat on Facebook because I feel like there's a lot more people here. Making impact at a high level. Honestly, so that's relative. I think it's relative to what you consider making a high impact, right? When you're talking about like massive exposure and people like coming to you, I would say when I really got serious about like my YouTube channel and being very dedicated to it, it took me a good portion of like a year to really understand what I was doing, what I wanted to do, and where I wanted my channel to go. Having said that, like I said, I was consistent and I was doing all this stuff and I was just tired of it. I was tired of it. I was doing so much. It was pretty much like a second job. Wasn't getting the income. And I remember clear as day, it was August of 2015. I was walking my dog and I was like praying to God. I was like, okay, something has got to change because I'm not like, if this is not going to work, like something's got to change. Like, because I can't keep doing what I'm doing. It's not sustainable for me to put so much time, so much energy, so much resource into my channel. And then I'm not receiving monetary return. So very quickly, instinctively, I knew that there is a mismatch when impact and income are not in alignment. And then I made the decision that I was either going to figure something out, like, God, something needs to show up, or I'm going to stop doing this. Like, I'm just going to, stay in my little Matchbox office at the 9-to-5 job that I was working where I didn't want to be anyway, which is another story that maybe I will talk about in a little bit. But the point is I was there, on YouTube, and I asked the question, and I'm a firm believer that when you ask, it really is given, but you have to be open to receiving it. And it was almost immediately after that I discovered online coaching. Like, it was really strange. Like, oh, something needs to change. This is not working for me. And it was like, okay, finally, I feel like God was like, all right, finally, now I can kind of reveal to you a little bit more about where you're going. And then I discovered online coaching, and I was like, well, that's exactly what I want to do. Like, I mean, that's it. And so from then on, I was like, okay, that's it. And then I started to quickly progress. Got my very first, this was August of 2015. Like I said, got my first coach by the end of the month, and just started working towards building the business. Because I knew that there was something to this. Like I knew there had to be something towards impact and income. But I don't want people to feel guilty about it. And I think that they do, which is why they separate it, because in their previous life chapters, let's say, they've experienced a lot of pushback when you say that you want money, or when you, even to yourself, like sometimes we judge ourselves for wanting more money, but the truth of the matter is I'm able to give and make a bigger quote unquote impact, so to speak, in a lot more areas with a lot more money than I was when I was working a 9-to-5 job. But in order for me to step into the fullness of how I wanted to be generous, or how I wanted to make an impact, I did kind of have to take a look at and get honest with myself. And I had to say, this is not working for me. Like what was happening at the time was not working for me. And so don't separate the fact that what you're meant to do. And for the people who follow me, I think they know, like there is a burning sensation in the bottom of their belly. The ones that I work with, especially the ones that follow me and want to work with me, those are the people that I like to work with anyway. Like I like to work with people who know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they have something on the inside that is waiting to come out. Like I am not interested in working with somebody who just wants to make money. I'm not interested in working with someone who just wants to have like a little business that makes them $3,000 a month. Like I'm not interested in that kind of person. Now there are other people out there who can help you. I'm just not it. Like I love working with my clients. Yesterday when I posted, like I love working with my clients who want to create $300,000 coaching packages for their clients. Those are the people that inspire me to be the best that I can be, because then I can help you create impact. It's not about the dollar amount that you're attaching to your business that you want to create. It's about how much impact do you really want to make. And so when you focus on the impact, like how many people do you want to touch? How many lives do you want to touch in this world? Thank you so much for the hearts and for the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, how many people in this world are you interested in helping? Right? Like those are my people. They're like my soul people. Because I know what it feels like to be in that position, to feel like there is something inside that is waiting. Oh no, it's trying to reconnect. There's something on the inside that, I'm going to just keep talking and hope that this reconnects itself, but there's something on the inside that's waiting to come out, and you may not know all of the strategy and structure for how to birth it into the world. That's where I come in. That's where I can come in to support, right? Because I can now walk you through steps, and it's so fun to watch the shift in clients. Like I was having a conversation today with a client, and she was like, she was like over the moon and felt liberated. She was like, that is so liberating. Thank you. Because some of it really is just mindset shift, to realize like your impact is so much greater than this little tiny box that you put yourself into. Make sense? So when we talk about the relationship between impact and income, it really is when you focus on the impact, the income will arrive. It'll naturally come to you because it's the law of compensation. And changing lives, changing lives is like, those are my people who want to change lives. And when you change lives, I think that naturally streams, like floods of money come in. But there's a lot that has to happen, obviously, between just being like, I want to make an impact, because you do have to have a mindset shift. You have to realize, like, being branded and broke, and you guys have seen the video, being branded and broke is not cool. Like there was nothing cool about me being in a position where tens of thousands of people were following me and I was not making any money. And by the way, I've been doing a lot of research on just YouTubers and people in general, like people who are on Instagram. YouTubers are now going to therapy because branded and broke is like a serious problem. They're now going to therapy, you guys. Like, that's why you see so many people on YouTube who are like, I quit YouTube. Like, why are you quitting YouTube? Like, don't quit, just fix the system. Like, the system is broken, so let's fix it. Like, let's create something to where you can rekindle the fire, because the truth of the matter is that, you are able to impact, influence a massive amount of people on social media. What are you going to do with those people that are like, you're just going to let them stare at you? Like it's like having a party, inviting them to your house, and then just having them sit on the couch and look at you while, you know, give them the opportunity to move forward, to move deeper. It has to be more than, and my channel started out as a beauty and lifestyle vlog, and I'm still going to talk about makeup, and I'm still going to talk about hair on my channel because I'm very passionate about it. But the truth is that as a person, like, that's why I love YouTube so much, because my channel is very much my channel. If you watch the things on there, it's everything about, like, me, what I love, what I don't love, my initiatives, my own campaigns, and talking about that. And you can do that in the online space, but you have to recognize the responsibility that comes with it, you know, and what impact are you making, right? And we can talk fluff all day long. I can talk about lip gloss. I did it for, you know, years, but the truth is that there was something else on the inside, and I had to figure out how to get it out, and that's really, and that's what I did. Right, Janelle? I know. Impact and income, guys, and I really want you guys to keep that in mind when you're growing your business, when you're growing your brand. Focus on the impact. Don't focus on the income, because that will naturally flow into your life. But when you're focusing on the money, then you're just focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on how do you change lives? And I want everybody to ask that question. In your business, in your brand, what do you do that changes people's lives? And I don't mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, this massive thing like I help people, you know, overcome attempted suicide. Like, it doesn't have to be that, it doesn't have to be massive. When I say how do you change lives, maybe you have a cleaning service and you go into homes and you help clean houses because working moms are too busy to do it. That is a life-changing situation for somebody when they don't have the time to clean or do laundry or whatever, and you come in, and that is a life-changing situation. Maybe maybe you do hair or makeup, and you help people feel absolutely beautiful when they never have before. That changes lives. So when I say, what does your business do to change lives, it's not about you know, like having like some therapy business or, you know, even a life coaching business. Like, it's not about that. It's about how do you bring value into somebody's life? And there's a really interesting, I would say, a dynamic when you talk about value, because the price tag that you put on your business, like whatever it is you're selling, the service, the product, that value should be an energetic match to what they're going to receive on the other end. So don't undercut yourself. And a lot of people come to me and they'll say, well, this is what I'm charging. And automatically, I can tell you right now, whatever you're charging for your services, double it. Like, if you're a coach or a consultant and you come to me and you tell me that you charge like $99 an hour, I'm going to tell you to at least double it, because the value that you bring to somebody generally is going to be, like, the impact of that is going to carry more than just an hour. And you have to recognize that in yourself and know I don't want to say your worth. I want to say know the value that you bring into somebody's life, and then, you know, put the right price tag on it so there's an energetic match when you're working with somebody. That also is included when it comes to impact. So, okay, so there we go. Why is my computer dying? I really thought that I charged this, but clearly I did not. Anyway, that's right, Renee. Renee knows, double that money, double the pleasure, double the fun, double the impact, double the impact, double the income, double the fun. I might have to do a play on words for that. But okay, so here's what we're talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about purpose. How do you know that you're truly, truly standing in your purpose? And this is a good one. I'm actually very excited. I thought about doing that today, but I already promised somebody that I would do impact and income today, so I have to switch them. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about purpose and how do you know that you're truly standing in your purpose. So what do you guys think? If I was to say, how do you know that you're standing in your purpose? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious as to what the answer is. I have a three-pronged approach, or I guess a litmus test, a three-question litmus test to kind of know that you're truly operating in your purpose. And it took me a while to get to this point, to understand it fully so that I could express it, but now I get to, and I'm so excited. All right, guys, so off I go because my computer is dying, which is no fun. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time. It's a surprise. Every day is a surprise. So make sure that you are, you have the little notifications checked so that we know that when we go live, or you can always check my YouTube channel because these should be up on the channel after they're done. Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. And I will see, well, actually, Renee, happy Saturday. Renee is in Korea. So happy Saturday to you, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Love you guys a ton, but I really hope that this situation worked because I don't know why. Anyway, okay, bye guys.